Hey, how's it going? This is Jeremy Lessie with Midnight Status, and we're doing another Inside Hail here with Kishi Bashi. How's it going, Kay?
How's it going with you?
It's going pretty well. Things in Norfolk have been okay since you moved away. I don't have anybody to run with, so I kind of miss that. So Kay used to be my neighbor, and we used to talk about music and games and programming and stuff like that, and running. So that was always fun.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting kind of sad over here. Eating bananas.
Yeah. So Kay moved to Athens, Georgia, which is a music hub, right?
Yeah, it's like where Michael Stipe, like REM, he lives here, and like Montreal from here. I think Derek Truck, Widespread Panic, they're here. Michael Ben, Reptiles from here. It's a pretty vibrant music.
That's awesome. So has it helped you creatively to be in that area around all that other talent?
Definitely, it's a great environment. Definitely, it's like it can be like, oh, I need to borrow a mic, or I need to borrow a guitar, or I need to borrow, like, if I need equipment, I can borrow it from my friend, and I can also, um, get their opinion on stuff really quick. And I can just like hang out with them, when I want. I'm still, still in my own place, but I have the freedom to really like. It makes like socialization a lot easier, like the people I work with.
Yeah, I could see how that would be really beneficial to be in the room with the people. And something I have to explain here is we're having a little technical difficulty. So you see Kay's kind of animating like a Conan O'Brien interview. We don't know exactly what's going on. Kay can see me on the video feed, but I'm getting that. And so we're having a little technical glitch here, but Kay's a busy guy, so we wanted to go ahead and do this inside hail, even though we were having this technical glitch today. So please excuse that. Normally it works a lot better, but you've got to do what you've got to do. So there's no time like the present, right, Kay? So actually, I think that's a big thing for you too. No time like the present, right?
Kind of my motto. This is what it is. It's one way to say it.
Yeah, that's right. So I was like 151A. Was that the meaning with that, or was that one of the songs? I can't remember.
1A is the album title, and basically it means it's kind of like the spirit of the moment and how the experience or interaction with another person, or I guess creatively your interaction with yourself at the time is unique. So it's kind of beautiful that way.
That's cool. So in the spirit of the moment, we're just going to kind of take what we can get and do the best we can with this moment. And for now, what you have is a looping animation of Kay over the video chat for whatever reason. But anyway, something else we're working on is a Kishi Bashi game. Like a mobile game. And we wanted to talk about that a little bit. We've got a really talented artist named Jen. I won't go into too much detail. Who's doing the graphics and stuff, and we're doing this kind of infinite runner gameplay where players can collect the lyrics to the songs as they're playing, and if they fail to collect the lyric, then Kay stops singing, or like the music stops. And so we think this is actually pretty innovative because in a lot of songs, people have to look up the lyrics and things like that, and it's kind of neat because in this game you'll be kind of moving and grooving to the music and also learning the lyrics to the song as you play. So, did you have any new thoughts on that or anything you wanted to share with people?
Like I've always been into games, like video games, like and I purposely don't play a console because I would just stop making music and I play video games. So for that reason, I purposely play it. But I love, I used to go play arcade games and phone games and stuff. So I think like this would be totally interesting. I was just looking for an engaging way to kind of get people into my songs. So I have a new album coming out next year, and I'm hoping that we could kind of create these games so that people would actually just like subconsciously just actually learn these songs, kind of like what they really like them, by playing the game. So it just so happened that my friend Jeremy, my neighbor, was like, oh, I'm a game maker. You make these games. Like he knows how to market them. And he knows how to put them out and all that kind of stuff. So I think it's like a perfect fit. Where it's like I had this idea, or we had this idea of like kind of how a character could, a music related game. I think the world doesn't have enough music related games. I think so. It's probably like Rock Band's pretty cool, but it's this is like another, you know, it's kind of unique. I think, right? Like the concept is unique, and the gameplay is going to be pretty fun.
Yeah, I think it's very unique. And I remember we had several long discussions on gameplay before we finally settled on this one. And I think this is like the third or fourth concept that we came up with. And some of the things we came up with were like with the music. With music, people just listen to it and enjoy it. And a lot of times with games, people are blocked out of them because they're challenging. They were designed around the idea of eating quarters back in the day, and so there's always that idea of like you have to play the game and like die or lose or something like that. And with I guess we're going to call it Kishi Run for right now, even though I think we're going to come up with a better name. We wanted to allow you to kind of learn and engage with the music without being too challenged, and that's kind of where the concept came from for collecting notes. And I think we wanted you to be able to play through the entire game without losing, but at the same time maybe not getting all of the song. And so that's where the design came from. We wanted something that was really flowy.
Yeah. And I think like the idea was also that there's a lot of phone games, a lot of phones you have to play them kind of silent, so it should be playable without sound too. For it to be like fun like that. But then for the full enjoyment, it should have like the music, right? Is that the idea?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because you can see the icons that you have to collect as you're kind of flying. Actually, we've moved to like a kind of like a flying mechanism. But yeah, you can see the icons as you're running through, so you can collect them, and then you'll see the lyrics pop up as you collect them. And it's very easy to play whether you're in silence, like maybe you're on a train or something like that. And so you can play without the sound on, but then you can get more of the Kishi Bashi experience with the sound on. So, and you can learn more about your favorite songs. Maybe there's even, like as we're talking here, maybe there are some things that you as an artist think about with your songs that you can embed too inside the game to kind of give people a little extra perspective on the music visually.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that's definitely possible. Like I haven't really thought about it. I don't have when I make my songs, they're all pretty they're visual, like, but they're pretty abstract in my head, and then usually the story comes through. So
Right.
we can pick elements. I don't know. I think like sometimes like like things should be tied in visually with the music, but also sometimes there's like cool music videos that have nothing to do with the song. So it's like it could be with or without. It could be totally absurd.
That's true. I remember one of the videos that you had last year with the bird, and I remember watching it and thinking, man, this is really creative, but it's not what I visualized for the song. But at the same time, it was still a neat video, and I guess everybody has their own interpretation of the song when they listen to it. So
it's like, and to me, I never really like a lot of directors want to get the lyrics and understand it, but I don't know. To me, it's surreal. It's just as surreal to have a completely competing, visual element. So I think like with this game, well, the fact that like I'm in it, that's like I
hey, can you speak up? Can you speak up a little bit?
and like so as far as like the game, it's like as far as I'm in it, that's enough to tie it in, and the rest is just like fun absurdity.
That's true. In the game, Kay is the main character, and then we have absolutely crazy backgrounds and things going on, which is what Kay wanted. Just things to kind of inspire your imagination, and I guess kind of from there beyond you being in the game, you wanted people to just kind of go crazy with their own imaginations or maybe their own interpretations of the art. So
Definitely.
That's awesome. So go ahead.
Ooh. frozen kale. You should call your game Kale.
Kale. All right, so we're here in Kale, which is a basically a Starship bridge simulator with video chat on the main viewer. That's the concept. That's the gimmick. This is a tech demo that Midnight Status created to showcase some 3D rendered video chat tech we made. As you can see, K is rendered there in 3D. This is the first of its kind, actually, as surprising as that may seem. And it's a cool technology that Midnight Status sells and is constantly trying to improve. And Hail is the first demo that we created to showcase the technology. And we liked the demo so much that we wanted to make an entire game. And so we're coming up with a universe in which humanity has, basically gone to the extremes with their smartphones. And they're out in their own ships exploring space, and they're usually not together, and their primary source of communication is with the video chat or on their main viewer. And so we interact with other people this way. And it's been accelerated because there is a threat called the cold. And the cold is something that pops up when there's a combination of technology and community together, and some other elements we're working on it. But roughly, if you've got technology and humanity and community together, the cold is a virus that can pop up and take over. So it's very scary when you're out on the outskirts of space. But simultaneously, humanity wants to keep going, keep exploring space, and so this is a danger that lurks around every corner in Hail.
The virus?
Yeah, the virus. So yeah, it's a neat thing. We've got a Kickstarter going for this. If you go to hailgame.com, you can check it out, watch our video, see our pitch. We're using Kickstarter as a qualifier for this game. If people are interested in it, please back it. We've got resources, and somebody asked me about the budget the other day, and it was one of those things where I said, well, we don't have our final budget set. We're asking for a certain amount of money because we want to make sure that there's interest for this game before we put more resources into it. But it's a first for the game industry, and it's a new concept. We want to, kind of tickle people's imaginations with space and sci-fi, and at the same time let them video chat with a friend that maybe they haven't seen in a couple of months. Like, I haven't gotten to see Kay for a couple of months. It's been a little while since we've gone running, so I've got him here on the main viewer, which is cool. And we want to create something like that, an experience where you can do it with a friend and problem solve, and also move a story forward. So that's Hail in a nutshell.
Cool.
This is something that is not slated for a while. We're in the prototype stages for Hail. And I've got Kay here, and we've worked in the past. Actually, we've been working on, like we said, the Kishi Bashi mobile game that we just talked about, and so that's going to be coming out long before Hail. And Kay is also working on another album to follow up on the spectacular 151A. But I have a quick question. Like, I think I brought this up before. Would you actually even contemplate like creating a music track for Hail at some time in the future? Like, I know you're way too busy to even think about that right now, but is that something you would contemplate, like, later on down the road?
Ask me then. Contemplate. You gotta ask me. Just ask me then. Here I can. I'll make it happen.
Are you microwaving something?
Who knows what I'll be doing? I might be doing this and that.
See, Kay's busy, so he doesn't. His schedule is pretty booked, so it'd be hard to get him to contribute some of his talent to Hail. So I'm gonna keep wrestling with him, see if I can get him locked down to do a cool, like, sci-fi-ish track with the amazing Kishi Bashi talent behind it. So so stay tuned. See if Kay can ever want to contribute to Hail in terms of the music, but
Cool. I can't hear what you're saying, but okay.
Oh no. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, you can hear me now. Sweet. So I was just trying to say that I'm gonna continue to try to wrestle with you to see if I can get you to contribute an awesome Kishi Bashi track to Hail at some point. Even though I know, like I said, I know you're too busy right now to even think about that, but it would be sweet.
Yeah, no problem. Got it.
Awesome, awesome. So yeah, for now, keep an eye out for the new Kishi Bashi album. I think that's coming out in like April, May, March.
April, I think it's like April 28th or 9th.
April 28th or 29th. So I know I'm looking forward to that. I think I heard a couple of the new tracks at a concert not that long ago. When was that? In like October, September, October?
Yeah, October, August, September. I don't know. I can't remember.
I think it was actually. I think it was September. I want to say it was September. So that was the last time. But those new tracks were amazing actually. So I think people are, if they haven't heard them at your concerts yet, I think they're really gonna love them. And so I showed Hillary one of the songs. I kind of like recorded it, and she was like, "Man, she loved it. I loved it." So people are gonna really enjoy the new stuff. And also look for a Kishi Bashi mobile game coming out around the same time. We're gonna let you play and learn the lyrics at the same time, and also not necessarily challenge you like other games do. We're gonna challenge you to do better, but we're not gonna make an experience that's frustrating, or it's gonna be very rhythmic. So I think we're very excited about that. You still there? And we lost Kay. Fantastic.